Hi guys, it's Rike and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today, I was thinking to talk a little bit about shiny leggings. I like things that are shiny, and you know, when I was like browsing through my closet or the little bit that is unpacked and not in moving boxes still, it's been months at this point, but you know, there's still going to be some moving around, so no sense in unpacking it. And it's really annoying when I'm trying to come up for ideas for my Monday videos. And I'm like, oh, I could do this. But, you know, most of the stuff I need for this video is in some box or probably multiple boxes. And then it's becoming really, really hard to come up with ideas. So if you have any fun ideas for Monday videos where I have like a little bit more of a free schedule, you know, of what I can do, drop a comment down below. I'm always happy to hear your suggestions. But yes, so I was browsing the little bit of closet stuff that I have here, the little bit of leggings that I have lying around. I was like, what can I do? And then I was like, oh, I should talk about the different kinds of shiny leggings that they do. Like they, as in the activewear brands. Like, so I've kind of noticed that there's like, I would say 3 main ways of doing shiny things. And I figured I can show you some examples. We can talk a little bit about shiny leggings, if you like shiny leggings as much as I do. If you're just here for like leggings reviews, then welcome too, you know, if you don't care if they're shiny or not, but like shininess is a thing and it's great, okay? And you know what they should do? Glow in the dark leggings. You know what? Now that I said this, I remember that Cleo Harper had like 1 or 2 legging styles that were kind of glow in the dark, and I really, really wanted them to restock up because it was sold out so fast. And I was planning on getting them, and then I missed out, and I was like, because I wasn't on the website on the dot. Like I checked like 2 hours later or something. Because with Cleo Harper, they're an Australian activewear brand that usually is enough to get the stuff you want, but not with those leggings. So I'm really hoping they're bringing that back at some point. Because I mean, that was really fun. Although I also do not have reflective leggings, but these were kind of, maybe they were reflective, not glow in the dark. I don't know. But we're not talking about reflective leggings today. I'm kind of getting, you know, just getting off topic here. We're talking about shiny leggings, and I kind of identified 3 main styles. Okay. At least I think I have. If you know of more, or if you disagree with my like categorization here, then feel welcome to leave a comment. I like discussing things with you guys. But I want to start with the first type, where it's like just like mainly, you know, kind of little dots. And I have 2 different ones for this. They're kind of different in themselves, but like they're the same idea. So you have like little shiny dots on non-shiny fabric here. And this is, I mean, not mini dots, but they're like bigger. And then those are shiny. And these are 2 different leggings. I'm of course going to try on both for you because, you know, trying on leggings is pretty exhausting and doing all the squat tests, but I do it for you. So there we go. And we have the Buffbunny Rosa leggings from the Tones of the Earth. No, this was Secrets in the Sands. That was the collection. And I believe this was it last year or the year before? One of those. And I can link the video up here. And that one is the gold bossy print. So we do have like a teal as the base here, and then you have some gold dots on here. And those are like printed on top, and they do like, it makes the legging a little bit less stretchy, but like, and they crack a little bit when you stretch them out, but they stay put. And I've washed these quite a few times. I've worn these quite a few times, and they're holding up very, very well. So this is the Rosa legging. And we do have a little V in the front, like here in the waistband, no front seam, no top seam. And then in the back, you have this deep V here for the glutes. And then there's no side seam whatsoever. These are kind of like a 7/8 to full length on me. And on the inside, of course, you don't have the dots anymore, but you can kind of feel them a little bit. So on the inside, it's kind of normal fabric. And this is the Nuber fabric, 74% nylon, 26% spandex. So this is the first one. And I think I'll talk about the second one as well, because they're like one kind of the same type. And then we'll just try both on one after the other, basically. I think that's what I want to do. So this is the first pair that is kind of like this. And then we have these ones. And yes, I know they're very different color. We have like this like red, shiny red on dark navy blue. And these are from Beyond Yoga. I don't have a lot of stuff from Beyond Yoga. I usually shop them from like some retail websites if they're on sale. And I think I got this one years and years ago. This is a size small, made in the USA, and 82% nylon and 18% spandex. And here it also says it's made in the USA off imported material. I don't know where they import the material from, but Beyond Yoga is not the cheapest brand, let's say that. We do have a top seam and a front seam, but like look at this really wide waistband. And then in the back it's straight across glute seams, but you don't have a side seam or anything. And if I remember correctly, these are also kind of like more of a full length situation. And also, interestingly enough, if you look at this, like I feel like up top here, there's a little bit more space between the dots than at the bottom. So they become like more dense here at the bottom. And I don't know if this is because I already stretched out the fabric a little bit, and obviously you stretch it out a little bit more around here than around the ankles, or if this is just how they styled this. I think the dots are bigger, honestly. I think it's kind of like a little ombre situation. It kind of looks more red down here, right? But yeah, so this is kind of a similar idea, different colors and slightly, I'm not sure how different it is, but like, you know, it's the same idea, and I would say let's just see these on. Shiny legging number 1. So these are the Buffbunny collection Rosa leggings with our little gold bossy on here. So yeah, you can see we have a nice high waist here, no top seam, no front seam, slightly in the waistband, and then the shininess all over. And because you have like the little dots, or like they're bigger dots, but like you have the bigger dots on a darker fabric, you kind of get like this little bit of contrast, right? And like depending of course on how you move and how the light shines on things, you know, it looks a little different. And also with this, it's always like you can kind of feel it because they're bigger, so like it's kind of like having a structure in the fabric, if that makes sense to you. But you can feel it. It's not uncomfortable or anything, but like you can definitely feel it doesn't feel like a normal like fabric. And there's like areas where you have the dots and areas where you don't have them, just because they're slightly bigger. And of course also the spaces between the dots is a little bit bigger. And yeah, in the back we have our V for the glutes. No side seams, 7/8 length on me. And yeah, they're comfy. Like with the Rosa leggings, they're never like a perfect fit for me. I know for some people they're perfect. I prefer the Leggings leggings from Buffbunny collection simply because I feel like I always have a little bit of extra space in the crotch area, and they never stay put as well here in the waist area as the Legacy leggings do. But I think it also really depends on your body type, and that has nothing to do with the shininess, obviously. But yeah, these are fun. I really, really like them. Also because we have a little bit of gold, and then the base is the like a teal color, which they called Nile. And I just think, you know, it's really fun look, and I always like shiny things, which is why I'm doing this video. But let's move on to the other similar pair. All right, it's been a while since I've worn these. I will say that. I don't remember how, you know, I don't remember how long ago it's been like, but they're so high-waisted. Like, look at this. My belly button is down there. So definitely ultra, ultra high-waisted, I would say. We do have a front seam. I don't really have an issue with it. I don't feel it. And we also do have a slight top seam, but again, not really any cutting in. And then in the back, straight across glute seam, still very, very high in the back here. And no side seams again, so like very, very similar to the Buffbunny collection leggings in that way. Here again, you can kind of feel the dots, but they're a little bit less, like, you can feel them a little bit less. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe the coating where you have the dots is a little bit thinner in a way, so they're not like as thick, I think, which is why you don't feel them as much. You can feel it a little bit, but like it's not uncomfortable or anything. And then here also we do have that darker base layer, right? Of course, the dark red from the shiny, like the shiny dots, is already darker than the gold. But like the idea is the same. The base color is still a little bit darker than that red. And, you know, it just gives it an interesting contrast again. And of course, depending on how you move, the shininess, you know, changes a little bit. And you still have those dots. I'm coming a little bit closer. You can see it here. I was also trying to remember what sports bra I was wearing with this. I don't remember. It's been a hot minute since I worn these. But I mean, you can go with whatever you want, like dark blue or something, right? That will work. And yeah, they are actually a 7/8 length on me. I thought they were a little bit longer, but I must have misremembered that. And they're very, very comfy, like a little bit compressive, especially in the thighs. But it's also a size small, so this area of mine is more of a medium. This one is more of a small. So it makes sense that I have a little bit more compression here in that area. And yeah, I just think they're super fun. I like the color combination of this dark red with the navy underneath. And I should wear these more again, I think. Yes, I mean, I have a few Beyond Yoga pieces and they always feel like great quality. It's just the price point is quite high. But like if you see some Beyond Yoga stuff on sale that you like, I can highly recommend them. I don't think I've ever bought any Beyond Yoga thing at full price, but like for sure, if you can find a good deal, like it's definitely worth the money, I think. All right, moving on to the next kind of shiny leggings. And I also have two examples of this one. And these are my examples. So this one is like more shiny overall. So this is a little less shiny version of this, but they have the same kind of idea of how they make these shiny. So you have the tiny little dots here on there. So this time they're really, really, really tiny and they make it shiny here. So you still have like teeny tiny dots on like a base color basically, but they're like really, really, really small compared to the ones we just saw that are really, really, really big. Here you can probably see it a little bit better, but it's basically like really, really small dots and a lot of them that are reflecting and like it's, you know, different colors. You can do different things with it. So here they're a little bit more holographic. These are a little bit more just giving off that, you know, silvery, shimmery shine. And depending, I guess, on how reflective they are or how thick they are, they shine a little bit more or a little bit less. And here we do have an Amen legging. So these are their shine on tights. I think this color was called Rose or something. They don't have these anymore. But, you know, I figure I can still show them to you as an example of this because this is a quite common example of a shiny legging. The Amen leggings have the little Amen logo here in the front seam, but no top seam. And then in the back, we have ever so slightly curved glute seams here. Otherwise, no side seam detailing. And then, kind of full length, I think that's what they were. And then we also do have the Buffbunny Mood Ring Holographic Rebel leggings. So this is their Rebel leggings style, and yeah, the colorway is just mood ring holographic. You can still buy this one, by the way. You can also buy a matching sports bra, so this is still available on their website because they restocked this like a few months ago because people love this so much, and they've brought it back like 2 years in a row. And if you want to shop Buffbunny collection, you can use my code Rika for 10% off, and you would also support me with that. I get a small commission, but you know, I love shiny things, so this is why I included this pair of leggings here. We have no front seam and also no top seam. This is a performance material, just like this one, because I don't think, like, for this type of shininess, I have never seen this on a brushed fabric. I think you would also not notice if the fabric is brushed. Like, you barely notice it with these one, even though this is like on these ones, even though this is on like a brushed material. But yeah, so this is more of a performance-y thing, and it also does make things a little bit tighter and a little bit more compressive, at least in my experience. And then these leggings also do have a V glute detailing here, and you know, no side seam or whatsoever. But yes, I would say let's see these on. All right, onto our little mini dots on here for the shininess. So this definitely gives a different look than the big dots. These are the Aim and Shine On tights, high-waisted, but not like ultra high-waisted, not like the Beyond Yoga leggings, for example. So my belly button is just there. No top seam, but we have like a more harsh seam around here. And they do that in a lot of their leggings, so you can kind of get a little bit of a dip here. I also saw this on other people, so it's not just me with my wider hips, but you know, it kind of makes sense that it does that. I just don't think the seam needs to be this harsh up there. But it is what it is. It's not like annoying or anything. And then we have a front seam, which I currently don't really feel, but I think there is potential for camel toe if you're prone to camel toe. These are also more of a 7/8 length on me, but you don't have any side seams. And then in the back, we have ever so slightly curved glute seams. They're also still nice and high in the back here. And yes, they are stretchy, but like I feel like those tiny dots definitely add a little bit more of compression than the bigger dots did. So I would always just keep that in mind because it's kind of like coated all over in a way. So like it just adds a little bit more compression for sure. Like a little bit more tightness maybe, but like they're still stretchy. Like I can still, you know, go and do whatever I want. It's just, you get a little bit more of a compressive feeling with these. And yeah, they, like I said, these are not as shiny, but it also really depends on what you use for these tiny particles. But they're still like a little bit shiny. So maybe if you're like, oh my God, like all the shiny leggings are too much for me, there's also some out there that are just a tad shiny. So you could try those. All right, and here we have the Buffbunny super shiny leggings, the mood ring holographic ones. They also did some other kind of holographic ones that were also super shiny. So they definitely use a lot of like the really shiny little dots. And since now you have black as the base and like the colored things on top, you can kind of see or kind of tell that black is the base for these ones. But like, I think it's so fun because it's so shiny, and I really wish they did more of these in different colors. So I'm just waiting for more because it's so shiny and it's so good. And especially because here we get like some different colors depending on how the light hits you, right? You get some blue, some purple. Like I said, it's called Mood Ring, but like I think it's just really fun. The legging cut or like the leggings themselves are also really nice because we have a really nice high waist here. No top seam, no front seam, but it is a performance material. And compared to the same style of legging, but in a different print, I'm calling it a different well, print, because, you know, the sparkly particles definitely do change how it feels. So if you have a different finish, they will feel slightly different, but like the shape of the leggings is still the same. And I like the Rebel leggings for everyday wear as well, usually the black ones with the leopard print, so that's slightly shimmery, but not like shiny like this. And they also don't have a front seam, no top seam, nice wide waistband. And then in the back, you do have this V-glute detailing here. This one is usually very deep, so that's what they do. And we have a 7/8 length here as well. And again, these are a little bit more compressive than maybe the other styles in the same size, but like still very, very stretchy. It's just like the compression is a little bit more intense, I would say. And it's good to be aware of that, because if you don't like your leggings to be very compressive, then, you know, I don't know if you would consider sizing up, but like, I think it's fine with like sizing down if you're in between. And like I mentioned, this one is still available, and there's also a matching sports bra, which I conveniently, it's actually like I never put it away, it was just on that chair. Because, you know, I have this chair with clothes that are like, I've worn them, so they shouldn't be going back into the closet, but like they're not dirty enough to be going into the dirty laundry. You know which chair I mean. So I've had the sports bra on there, so you can get a full on matching set. But I also think it just looks really good with just a black sports bra or like a black top or something. So that works. Or since there's so many different colors in here, purple, blue, you can do whatever you want. But yes, very, very shiny, tiny, teeny tiny dots just in different colors here. And that's how they get the different color for the legging. And it's very, very fun. Probably the shiniest of them all today in this video. And then last but not least, there's this kind of like a liquid legging style. So it's not like little dots or bigger dots, but it's an overall just shine to the material. I was trying to find my Noli tights for this, but you know, again, they're in boxes. So we have to take these ones from, I think this is like Filippa K. So I think that's a Swedish brand. Not 100% sure, but it's, yeah. So this is the brand. And it's a more like designer-esque brand, but I got these on sale at some point, so that's why I have them. But it's more like this liquid style. And yeah, I'm just gonna link my Noli review video here so you can check out the other ones that I had in different colors, just because it's that similar idea, and it would have been nice to have a second example because I had 2 examples for all the others, but you know, we get what we get. Today, at least. So we do have a front seam on these. We also do have just straight across glute seams, but no top seam. And these, I remember, were like kind of like a little sliding down because they're like very, very sleek. Like very sleek, very soft, very stretchy, very, very sleek. So I remember that, and that's of course not always the case, but like I feel like specifically with this kind of like liquid legging look, they are very, very sleek. Like, because it's not the dots, it's like, because with the dots, you kind of feel like a little bit of roughness on the outside. With this, it's just like super sleek. And it kind of gives you like this wet look, right? These, I think, were also full length. There was some seam detailing here in the back of the thighs and then the back of the calf. And overall, of course, like since it's a darker color, I feel like it doesn't shine as much as I had like a cobalt blue kind of liquid legging. That one definitely was like shining a lot. from Noli Yoga, but you know, I still figure this is a good enough example to show off what I mean with this liquid legging style. And let's see these on. All right, and here we have our like liquid, metallic, shiny legging. And this is like probably if I had paid the full price for it, would have been the most expensive legging of this video. But and the material feels really nice. It's just like the fit is a little bit off because it's like very loose in certain areas and fits nicely in some others. And like down here, it's my biggest pet peeve. Like the ankle is like very wide. So it's like very kind of loose around there. And I really don't like that when it's like, you know, just flapping around there. But also I think I got these as a free pair of leggings. So I never really worry too much, especially because the material feels nice. But you know, if I really wanted to, I'd probably get them made a little bit shorter because yes, I'm not the shortest person, but if I actually adjust them properly, they're kind of like full length and then just way too loose here. But you know what? This is not about the fit of the legging because I mean, I've had this for 5 years or something, but this is more about the style of shininess we have here, right? I'm just saying I haven't tried another Filippa K legging since then, simply because I remember this one didn't fit as well. But the material feels good, so I can say that. Yes, so we do have this more shiny, like sleek, metallic, liquid legging style here. And they're nicely high-waisted. We have a front seam, don't feel it too much because also this area is a little bit loose. We also do have some seam detailing here. I don't know if you could see it, but I hope so. Kind of. I know this is also a little bit darker. But yeah, we have a seam here and a seam around here. And they're just like, you know, surprisingly soft. And I think I had the same feeling with the Noli leggings that I mentioned, that are also like this liquid feel. They're more soft than some of the other shiny leggings that I've shown you. So I feel like this liquid legging style definitely is like lends itself a little bit more to have a little bit more of a softer fabric. Still like performance-y, but more of a softer fabric because those little shiny particles usually feel a little bit rougher. So that's why if you want like a more soft legging on the outside, because obviously on the inside they all have like, they don't have those particles on the inside. So on the inside it doesn't irritate or anything. But like if you like to do this and you want something soft, then the liquid leggings might be a little bit better. But of course it's a very, very different, like a different style of shininess, obviously. So yeah, you kind of have to think about what you prefer, right? Like for me, honestly, because I wanted the shinier, the better. So I think like the small particles really give you that. But like this is really, really soft and comfortable, like surprisingly comfortable, basically. And yeah, you just need to let me know which kind of shininess, shimmeriness you prefer. Because I know it really also depends on your style and your preferences. And for me personally, like I said, I really like the shininess and I don't really care how comfortable or uncomfortable it is. Although none of the leggings I showed you are uncomfortable. But it's just like these are probably the softest of them all. So just saying that. Although they fit the worst of them all. But that's just how it is. And yeah, let me know what you think. All right, it's conclusion time. So which style of shiny leggings is your favorite? Of course, this is the logical conclusion of this, right? Like, so we have the liquid, the super shiny, and then the little dots. So let me know what you think. I like all of them. Of course, the most shiny ones are like usually the ones with the little dots. So I think those are my personal favorites. Although I also really like these ones. I also like the liquid leggings. Oops, I was about to drop the whole pile. But let me know what your favorite style of shiny leggings is. They also kind of like feel different on the body, of course. They fit differently, and different companies, different brands do different things with it. But yeah, let me know what you thought and what you prefer. And if you have any questions, any feedback, any suggestions or anything, drop a comment down below. You can also follow me on Instagram, see some pieces in action there, and DM me there, but be aware I'm way more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was somewhat informative. And like I mentioned before, if you have any ideas for like Monday videos, like videos that are a little bit more free, or if you have any questions for me for another Q&A session, just drop a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!